I came onto this earth on a cold Kansas morning. A frost weighed the grass and wheat not yet turned to fall's gold. Together a mirror, tilting the sky back into the eyes of a father running across the field to be at the birthbed of his first and only son. It is said that at the moment of my entry, the crystals of ice melted away from the earth, chased by a rising of the sun of the Middle West. But I was too small a thing of this world at that time to see it. I was raised by a father who lived only in mornings. At the strike of noon each day he would sink into his chair and stare at the far-off horizon, the point into which she had vanished, a plane bound for Southeast Asia where my mother manned a helicopter gun and injected some America into the hearts of fleeing Viet Cong. Until a child ran to hug the copter's pilot and exploded the pack of dynamite in her diaper. The blast opened a portal through space and time, and my mother slipped through. I will never forget the phrase that came rolling so easily from my father's tongue that even the most tangential mention of her life all completed. "Son, your mother died for this land, and so you must live for it." And on he would sit, dreaming schemes to follow her into the wherever she had gone. A few years after my first teen year, he found that doorway, and so alone, I struck out into the nation, changing corners of this great country in time with the passing of the seasons of our years. I spent the winters of my youth in the rocky hills of Hatcher's Pass, in the deep crevices of the Talkeetna mountain range. I fought off 20-point moose, ate roasted ground squirrels, scared wayward Canadians back across their western border, and drank espresso shots like tap water. Days were nights, but for a tiny sliver. Slowly it would fight its way into the inky veil, a few hours of clear American vision before we were dumped back under. My coming of age in the endless northern night was balanced by long summer days in the West American desert plains, herding loose cattle atop a colt I broke with just a single earward whisper. Nature was my companion and love of country, until fall would come, and the colored leaves of the east would beckon. I would slip aboard a sunrise-bound train and spend the rainy months in the first state, learning each and every one of the vast, endless crannies of the American credit industry. Proud unpaid intern, right-hand man of Wilmington's top dealer in imaginary money. And the spring. The spring was a time for the people. And I would take the streets with a Titan's fire. No downtrodden urban addict, no struggling single mother, no out-of-work veteran was left unlifted. Whole communities raised up in my wake, like a fire-cleared wheat field, fertile again, and ready to rejoin their country in its communal march toward a better, a brighter, and more American future.